Today, we're going over the NFC East. Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, and Washington, whatever they're going to be called. NFC East, thank you for joining us here. Hello and welcome to another installment of our 2021 season review. Today is the NFC East, Cowboys, Eagles, Washington, whatever we're calling them, and of course the New York Giants. I am, of
Can we just call them
course,
a team without no name?
yeah, I am, of course, joined as
Team that
always
refuse to acknowledge the name for.
Gosh, okay. I know.
by Renee.
Well,
still
right now, do
very,
we
very
actually call them by their name?
happy Ram
Commies?
fan,
Yeah.
and Dottie Shoemaker. How have we been doing this week?
Good, dude. Just chugging away. You know, life's a little busy right now. Midterms and work.
Yeah.
Next week I get spring break, but that really doesn't mean much when you're an adult. So it just means you get to work 5 days instead of 3 during the week. The weekends are always a different story. But you know, I think everything's going good. I did like that we actually got some news this week.
We did get some news, man. Oh yeah, this is the new shirt I was telling everybody about. Thank you,
dang,
Renee.
man! Brush off your shoulders, pimp.
A nice red Buffalo Bills
Straight
shirt.
up. I like it. I do.
Oh, I like
both
it
of you
too.
guys are in new gear. Shit, man.
Yeah.
I gotta get some new gear.
I waited a long time for this.
Yeah.
I got this before. I ordered this before the Super Bowl.
Oh, damn! And you just got it?
Yeah.
What?
They got
Damn it,
all
Amazon.
the sun
You're
back
taking
up.
over the world, but you can't give us our jerseys in time.
Yeah, I've ordered it from some random website, and I'm also waiting for two more Stafford jerseys for me and Ryan. They're the Salute to Service. They're all black and gold.
Yeah.
And then I've got 2 Super Bowl jerseys on their way. Well, one of them's on their way. The Cooper Cup one isn't going to be here until June.
Damn, no.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm barely getting the Stafford one this month.
All of a sudden, everybody wants the Cooper Cup shirt.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that guy was that good.
Mind blown.
All right. Well, glad everybody has enjoyed their week. So today the NFC East. I mean, we'll start with the champions, the Dallas Cowboys, 12-5, home record of 5-3, best in the division, 7-2 on the road, very good on the road, good in conference, 10-2. Totally sweep their division, so they're clear the best team in that division. But non-conference record 2-3. I mean that really doesn't mean anything until setting up odds for if they'd make the Super Bowl.
I mean, it's easy to beat 4 teams.
Right.
It's not easy, but you know what I'm saying.
On the long run of things, it is, yes.
You know.
Yeah. But even with all that, I mean, I really don't have a good assessment of the Dallas Cowboys. I thought they were disappointing. I mean, in aspects, they were really, really good. They led the league. They led the league in points per game and yards per game. Defense created the most turnovers thanks to Alabama's Diggs with 11 interceptions.
Damn boy.
It's been 26 years since they've passed the division round.
She choked right there.
I almost did.
They were the best they've been in quite some time, for sure.
And
I think their defense their offense has always been their like strong suit, at least as far as like in the last decade. But I do think that their defense came on, and that's why they got to the point they were. I mean, yes, I haven't had faith in Dallas in quite some time, but as far as I'm concerned, they did play the best they've played in years, and that is great for them. There's some information going out, like they got the tight end Schultz? Is that how you pronounce his name?
Yeah.
They franchise tagged him, which is good, which opened up their cap space. I think that we'll talk about more about this, in a second. But I think they're moving in the right direction, but they also need to remove some pieces and stop relying on people, and that'll come with, like we said in previous shows, Jerry Jones needs to let go a little bit. But
right, yeah, we will get to that. Renee, what's your Cowboy assessment?
They never should have paid Zeke what they paid him. He is not worth that
stupid.
money.
God.
Now they have to restructure Dak's fucking contract. They got to restructure other contracts. There's talk of them letting go of other people to get that cap space. Blows my mind you would even pay Zeke that much. I mean, he's good, but he's not great.
He's clearly shown that. I don't know if it's McCarthy or Zeke, but I think
it's a little bit of both.
Both, but
yeah, but I think the Cowboys deserve to not be in the playoffs. I think they're so inconsistent.
I mean, out of the four teams, they probably deserve it the most.
No, they don't, because I can't stand the Cowboys. Honestly, no, I'm just saying this fact is like they deserve to keep losing to get in the playoffs. They deserve to keep losing because I can't. I mean, why are you going to get the game handed to you and blow it? It could have easily been Rams Cowboys.
Honestly, I think that has to do more with Prescott.
No, that's all. I mean, same thing though.
I think that they really rely on him, but I think
he thinks he's better than what he is.
And I'm not hating on G, dude. You got what's going on in your life, and that is what comes first over your job. Your physical, mental status is way more important than work.
Don't do what Calvin Ridley did.
Oh, that was stupid.
And then that was just straight fucking
$1,500. Okay, I'm gonna lose $11.5 million this year.
And then have your name Calvin Ridley from the Falcons. And then his username.
Too bad we'd already talked NFC South, and then he goes off and does that.
They said
so we weren't even able to touch on that.
Yeah, he is suspended indefinitely for sure this coming season.
This whole year, $11.5 million gone.
Like they go, he's not the first player; he's just the only one to get caught.
Well, I mean have a different handle.
Did he
Calvin Ridley from the Falcons? Yes, he did.
I didn't really look into it. Did he directly go to a bookie or like a casino and gamble?
He went to online, and there's a third party that reports to the NFL.
Bro, you're so stupid. You're so rich. Like, I mean, not saying that you should break rules.
There are so many other things you could have done around it. It would have been fine.
Like,
they could have put it through somebody else. Yeah, pay somebody else to do that.
You have a bookie you trust. Like,
Shit, dude.
He is not the only one that does it. I guarantee.
No, yeah, but he's the one that got caught, and he's going to be made an example out of.
Yeah,
so.
you gotta. If people see it, you definitely have to make an example of, because the NFL is like, people think of it. The organization is trash. Time and time again on serious issues, they've swept it under the table. Oh, we're gonna gamble, and what's just crazy? This is the thing is like.
What's his name?
You get busted this bad for
seasons.
gambling in the NFL if you're a player. But what's up, Ryan? Man, straight up, dude. I can't wait for my nephews and Ryan to meet. I think they're gonna be the best of friends.
Oh,
hold on.
hey.
I gotta wrangle a cat here.
We might be down there for a visit.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna go over to your parents' house with my nephews. Yeah.
Nice. Right
Gosh,
on.
man, I miss
Yeah.
hanging out with your parents. I'm not gonna lie, I do.
Oh, I'm sure they miss you too, bud.
But man, it's crazy, dude. Like, how do you do that? Like, how are you that
Well,
stupid? You're such a good player. You're To be a good player in the NFL, you have to have a mental fortitude above the average person. You really do. Remember all the plays, know how to run, all that stuff. That comes with a higher level of intelligence, no
you
matter
can't
what
forget the
people think.
rules. You can't all of a sudden forget the rules.
He knew the rules. There's no way he didn't. They
Of
beat that
course, he
into the
knows the
players.
rules.
Like, come on,
But
dude.
yeah, I
Pay
mean,
your best friend's mom's cousin to bet. Like, like,
dude,
come on.
right? Yeah, I mean Prescott. What he led the division in passing yards. Pollard led the division in rushing yards. I don't know.
So what
That's
does that
not
say?
good. Like,
We paid
They
our
should have
number
paid
one too much.
Pollard, not fucking
yeah,
Zeke.
and CeeDee Lamb led the division in receiving yards. So I mean, they were clear the best team in the division, and they'll probably be odds-on favorite to win the division again.
And still won't go to the playoffs.
No, I think they'll make it to. I mean, if
They'll
you're
make it to the
on
playoffs
division,
because
I'm
you're
they
gonna
being
go
win
to
a
the
their
dick
playoffs
division.
again.
because
I think they need another wide receiver as far as like moving forward, right? Because Gallup got hurt and he's not going to be back this season. So I think that if they've, because Juju Smith, man, he's a free agent right now. So like a player like that caliber, drafting a player like that,
Amari
obviously,
Cooper's gone.
running back is not your problem. If you believe in Dak, which I'm pretty sure they do, because there was an argument about how much money or how much say he should be getting in the team. Like say so. Like, if you're investing that much in a player, he needs to be able to say what's going on, who you need to be drafting. And Jerry's getting older. And I think, no matter what, it's going to get to a point where he doesn't want to mess with that stuff anymore.
Right,
He just wants to win.
Yeah, because Jerry, he's acts as the president, the general manager.
I have to let my dog in. Just give me 1 second. I'm listening to you.
Right, I know.
I'm only going for like 2 seconds.
And the owner. He has been relinquishing power. Stephen Jones is the CEO. Like, you look at the stuff, it's still Jerry Jones listed as the general manager. And Jerry Jones guys always get paid. And, it probably, Dak is the Jerry Jones guy, I would think. So I really don't see any changes there. Renee, you think anything changes with the Cowboys? They just try to revamp?
I think they're going to keep rolling the same way they're going to roll.
Yeah, I think
there's
it's
no
going to be
point
the
of
same thing.
revamping.
No.
You do have a good
They don't
team.
have the money for it.
Until they raise the cap, which once they raise the cap, Jerry's like,
20,
I don't care.
20 million, right?
Yeah, they're not. It's not. Nothing's going to change.
No.
And then it'll be the same Cowboys choking in the playoffs, so it's fine.
Right.
They need. I think the problem with the Cowboys, really, is they have real self-centered players.
It's like the Cowboys are their own
You
problem.
need to be a team that coincides with each other, man. Like, you need to mesh, and that's the bottom line. You're never going to win if your team's not getting along. Inner turmoil will always govern the outside turmoil, So, and that's
the
unfortunate.
Cowboys have always been full of problems, though.
That's what I'm saying.
All the way up.
Not even just like with amongst themselves, like themselves, like just individuals. There's always something wrong with somebody, or someone's in jail, someone's this and that, and.
Yo, man, we gang around here in Texas, bro. Houston represent.
Yeah, I grew up in SoCal, man.
I know, but you know what I'm saying? It's just,
it's ridiculous. Like, you guys are grown ass adults. Like, can we act like it, please?
No, did you guys hear that Kamara could get 5 years?
Oh,
I did.
5 years, man. What's that interview? He didn't even look like scared.
I am currently.
His career's over, man.
Yeah, he's done. That's like at that point, it's like,
Yeah, that sucks, man.
Right.
And I know he's going to get enough money in the
I am
books where
paying
he'll be
attention
okay.
right now
And I'm
to
not saying the
where.
dude's not tough, but like shit, man,
No, you're an idiot at that point.
you got
It don't
so
matter
much
what
money
you're.
coming to you.
Yep.
You have the potential. That dude's got the potential to get a gold jacket.
Not
And when
anymore.
that happens, come on, man, damn, man.
But I am watching the Bobby Wagner right now because
Everybody's watching Bobby Wagner.
I'm hoping we can pull some bullshit and take Bobby Wagner.
At 9-8, Philadelphia finished second in the division. Playoff berth, and I guess as Eagles fans will tell you, they have a lot to be excited about to be an Eagle fan. I personally don't know about it, but like I said, I'm not Eagle fan. I don't read Eagle media and propaganda, so I don't know. They had a new coach, of course, first year. Got him into the playoffs, so that's good.
Fucking traded the Colts for Wentz.
Yeah. They said
now he's
Washington.
a Washington quarterback.
Yeah, and I was like, why did you? Oh, good lord.
All I gotta say about the Eagles is do the Danny Arrow way. Go check him out on Facebook. Dude's a killer. But other than that, I don't see why the Eagles. I think the Eagles, if anything, need some offensive line. They need to protect the quarterback. Hurts got them to the playoffs. Why wouldn't they just surround players around him?
Right.
So
Renee, you think it's Hurts good enough? Do you think if they can protect him and let him develop and give him time?
Yeah, I mean, I got to watch him in Alabama for a bit, and with a good offensive line, he will tear you apart.
He's good.
If it's not his throwing,
right?
it's got his leg. Yeah, no, because he's very mobile, but he's also if you give him time, he's smart with the ball. Not like Mac Jones smart, but he's good. And I think when your offensive line is collapsing around you every single time and you're picking yourself off the ground, your talent doesn't do anything. It doesn't show.
Yeah.
I just think, like you said, you always want to be in the playoffs. You got to protect your quarterback.
Right.
No one's getting the ball if your quarterback is consistently picking himself up off the ground.
Yeah, and it's hard to say they need more.
He doesn't want to be on that team if he's picking himself off the ground every day.
Dude, I would have been like, man, I would go home and tell, like, fuck these guys, man. I don't want to play behind these motherfuckers. I can't stop anybody.
Because it's not like, because Sanders did quite a bit better in the backfield than I thought. He's
improving as a player.
He rushed for over 1,000 yards.
But if you don't have a passing game protecting your quarterback, you're obviously not going to have a run game either.
He had 9 less carries than Pollard. 9 less carries and finished behind him by 4 yards.
I love how you give the stats, though. I know we're talking about this division, but it's hard, like, encompassing that. It's like real, like, stats.
I'm just saying his effectiveness overall. So it's not like they didn't have the running game where sometimes it felt like the Eagles needed to utilize Sanders more and they needed to do more with Sanders.
I mean,
but when you look at stats,
to the dude a million times, but if the defense knows that you're going to run the ball, you're never going to be able to run the ball. It's easier to stop the run than it is the pass. If you don't have a good passing game, you're never going to be able to run.
No, what I'm saying is it felt like they weren't utilizing him enough. They were underusing him. But when you look at the numbers, it doesn't look
they really
like
weren't. That's what I'm saying. He had the ball plenty.
He really did.
I just don't think that he had the opportunity as many times as they handed him the ball that he didn't have the opportunity to actually make yardage.
Yeah, he had 10 touchdowns, 1 fumble. Pollard had 7 touchdowns, 6 fumbles. So Hurts, Sanders, they look like they'll be a good.
So what do we learn about the East? If you fumble the ball, you can still win the division. No, I just think that the Eagles, man, they've always played
not too far off, then, right?
So like they've always had a quarterback that could be mobile. Mike Vick.
I don't know. Nick Foles was not mobile.
No.
Wentz moved around before he got hurt.
I mean, Nick Foles was a pocket passer. He did not. That man.
He got his chance because he won the Super Bowl. That was it.
He beat Tom Brady, and Tom Brady will never live it down. It's fine.
You're right. That's the worst loss Tom Brady ever felt.
He got lost to
Like
Beckham.
for real, I'd rather lose to Eli like Foles. Eli has.
You'd rather lose.
I mean, I don't want to lose at all.
Like
Nobody likes losing. Put your hand up in the air if you want to lose.
I mean, unless you're trying to get a first-round draft pick. I mean.
Yeah.
Do you think the Eagles, as they are, can finish second in the division again? Do you think they'll still be a wild card team next year?
I think
you think they need to
if they draft correctly, get the offensive line, I think they could be number one.
So you think they could take the Cowboys?
I think they're better than Dallas, but Dallas has a better team overall. I really do think that, and that's because Hurts came in like 5 or 6 games in. You know, he really was the number 2, and he wasn't the number 2. They weren't planning on that. They were going to move towards him, but it happened quicker than they thought. But I really do think that the Eagles could control that division for several years if they build the team around Hurts, and that's what they need to do. You have a good quarterback, you build the team around him. I don't care. I'm not trying to hate on any other position. That's what you need to do. You need a strong running back, a strong quarterback. You can win. And then build the team around that. That's all you need.
Renee, how do you rate their success of them being able to achieve that?
I think they have a decent shot, but I'm not holding my breath.
She's not
flying. That's asking a lot out of a new head coach.
I mean,
that will be something to be said for too. We'll see how that plays out.
See how everybody responds. Yeah. I mean, they may
be better.
Us. Yeah, I'd say they might do better than what we're all thinking they're going to do. But it's also the Eagles who either start really well and completely implode, or they do it the opposite way, and it's just a mixed bag. So I think when the Eagles are bad, they're absolutely terrible.
Bad, and I hate saying that because
it's bad. Like it's just
like you just turn off your when you're watching your team, you just turn off the TV and you're like, I'm just gonna go hang out with my friends because I already know the outcome of this game.
This is gonna hurt.
Yeah, they were 3-5 at home.
God.
Dude.
But if the quarterback got you there, maybe you did need a change in your coaching staff, and they got that this year. Or this coming year, so maybe that will play into it.
Definitely a team to watch, though.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to them taking the division over the Cowboys.
I think they have a better uptick than the Cowboys do, as far as like.
Well, the Cowboys would stop overpaying their overhyped running back.
I mean, I don't want to go to a team and pay $500 for like nosebleed seats to watch a team lose in a really hot ass stadium. That's like pretty much a greenhouse.
Britt and I were looking at tickets.
It's ridiculous how much.
For Rams tickets, because when the Rams play the Bills.
Oh, they went up for sure.
Not completely terrible. But
they're game-by-game price, dude.
Oh, it matters to watch them in a Bills stadium, right?
Matters
no, they're at home. Rams are home. So
really?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll be in California around that time.
Oh, it's like $250 a pop. I mean, I can fly home and get it. I think it's fine, and not pay for lodging and food.
Yeah, right. Okay, so
sure. If you guys do that, you guys come up and you guys have a place to stay for free too.
Right.
Not that you can stay with their mom, but
coming in third, I put football team. I'm not. I'm going to resist calling them. That I don't like that.
And they're red too. They're like
San Antonio had a
like,
team with this exact name, and they just hijacked it.
I don't.
It's totally wrong, and
these cats have been through 32 quarterbacks since 1991.
Yep.
So, needless to say, a very subpar year.
And to think at some point they won the Super Bowl.
1991.
Is that too soon?
Oh shit, man! I don't know. I was like,
no, I'm telling him because they beat the Bills.
They beat the Bills
this season?
Super Bowl. No,
the Super Bowl.
Oh, that was the Super Bowl they won. They lost to the Redskins. I mean, Washington, whatever the fuck they're called.
Oh,
They're gonna be
that's
Redskins to me forever. I'm sorry, and
Right?
there's
Yeah.
no hate towards anything. I think they should have honestly named the team after like a Indian chief or something, like a Native American chief.
Instead of the
That would have been cool,
general
right? Because
term.
that would have changed everything. It would have been paying
Yeah.
homage,
Right.
you know.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
So
I'm not
yeah,
sorry actually.
very
It's
very
just damn, man.
very
You
subpar
suck, and you
year.
can't get your logo right.
Right. Defense.
Oh, dude, who's getting paid in that front office? Like, right?
Dude, I mean,
Like,
if they're paying those people, I can make money too. Fuck it.
you're looking at those motherfuckers the next day going, how much do I pay your dumbass? Like, yeah,
You really
couldn't get
thought
that
this was a
right?
good
Well,
Like,
idea?
fuck.
they're
And the
all
NFL was like, yo, we'll tie your ass. Like, fuck it, y'all have to deal with it.
they're yeah. They did have a big win though. I mean, as bad as they were, they beat Tampa Bay in Week 10.
Oh, they did.
Pretty
Oh, you beat
impressive
Tampa
win.
Bay. That's like what? That's more saying how good Tom Brady is, how good
Yeah.
the Redskins. I mean, the Commanders are.
Yeah. But they were very bad in turning the ball over. They need to turn the ball over more, dude. They need to cause more turnovers. They just can't create enough. They need to create more turnovers. And of course, like we're saying about the Eagles, they need a better offensive line and they need to be more dynamic on offense because that
Yeah.
Washington offense was so boring to watch, man. And that's Ron Rivera at the helm, who we watched him with
Man, I just think that whole team
Carolina.
sucks. Not just sucks ass. Like the whole team.
Well,
Yeah,
hold
the
on.
whole-
You're talking
They got
32.
Chase Young.
1991.
They got Chase Young.
2022. So you're talking about 30 years right there. And they
Jonathan
still haven't
Allen
been
is
able to
pretty
do anything.
good,
30
and so is Sweet.
years.
They could be one of the top defensive lines in the league.
I don't know who's the GM.
The general manager, Martin Mayhew.
And how long has he been there?
That I could not tell you.
Okay. You knew more than I did, so
I did not.
bravo to you, dog.
I did not write that piece of info down. I did
Renee, what do they need to do to get
everything.
better?
Yeah.
Right?
Everything. Literally, get a new team, do something, because they need Jesus.
For real, like
They
the
need
NFL
to
guys like
yeah,
y'all
but
looking around too much.
them and the
what
Lions
position's
need
Jesus
to go.
going to play?
All
He can only play
he
one.
don't have
Jesus can play all
overtime.
positions at once.
Yeah, overtime.
Real, but like the team sucks, and I don't know why they're not getting better. Like they've had
Because the
so many
owners won't
top
buy
end.
anybody.
Do you
That's
think they
why
just got
they
better?
won't. They were ready. They went after Aaron Rodgers first of all. Fucking that is
I knew
ridiculous.
that was never gonna happen.
Yeah,
Aaron
it's like-
Rodgers
I
doesn't
mean,
want to
okay.
die in a shitty team. He just wants some
Right.
money.
You know,
Which I will say, I think
And
he
they also
fucked
went
Green Bay
after-
over, and they still fucking Estes.
$200 million for 4 years to choke in the playoffs.
He did that on purpose, and that's what I'm saying.
But my thing is like
they
either
still
way,
said
if he
his
did
new
it or
deal.
not, and they're still gonna, because you know what, they know he's gonna play. I
They
said,
were like,
that's
whoa,
just more
slow
money
down.
for the
You're jerking me
diva
off too
quarterback.
fast. And they still nutted on him, dude. Gosh, I don't
think they went through this with Brett Favre, except for like before he left. But I don't remember Brett Favre being
he's a
that
drama
way.
queen, dude.
Dude, he's a diva, and it's like my mom's a Packers fan, and talking to her, and I said, one, your quarterback didn't deserve the MVP, didn't deserve shit. He didn't do anything.
No.
He didn't do anything all year. He was inconsistent. The only thing he was good at was causing problems for his organization and himself.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm sorry, but I mean, as good as you are, no one is worth that kind of shit.
I mean,
And the Packers should have fined his ass or done something to him because he's just going to keep doing it because he knows he gets away with it.
exactly.
Because another backup
Aaron
quarterback is
Rodgers,
shit, and they're
man.
going to as long as he is winning division titles and they're going to the playoffs, he's going to do whatever the fuck he wants.
I'm just saying, Pat Mahomes is better than him And
Ooh,
no, as far as like
Aaron,
statistics are
Aaron
concerned,
is as good
Oh.
as
as far as
he
statistics
thinks
are
he is.
concerned,
That's the
and
thing, man.
and
I mean, as
awards.
far as last year, yeah, but I mean, awards and divisional titles don't mean
I know
shit if you're not
awards don't
winning the
mean
Super
that
Bowl.
much, but at the same time, like,
We're not judging Aaron Rodgers on division titles.
yeah, but he's won one Super Bowl.
That's
Yeah.
what we judge him
That's
on. He
it.
is
And
a
he's
far
had
career, man.
he's had good enough teams where he should have won more.
Well, like
Yes,
when they beat last,
underachieving career.
well,
And I
like
That
last
doesn't
year,
make Pat Mahomes
And I'm
better.
not hating on the dude because I do think he's good, but they put him on like a caliber that I think he doesn't deserve.
I think they want him to be Brett Favre so bad that, and he's not.
And I get how Green Bay works. Like that is a whole city, state,
yeah,
based
yeah,
around
yeah.
that that stadium. But like,
Yeah.
if I'm a Green Bay fan, and I get it, like people wait 10 years just to get like tickets to the stadium.
People die on the list.
That's what I'm saying. Like there is a physical list that people are waiting on for like a decade plus. They
So they
sell
get a
those
phone
tickets for
call.
like $80,000 if you get because it's a lottery, right?
Yeah.
Like they spend that much money, and I get it, man. That's a die-hard fan base. But if I'm a Green Bay Packers fan, he gave that game away because he was mad and he wanted to show him this is what I can do, but I'm not going to do it unless you pay me. And that is ridiculous. What you should have done is stepped into that stadium that day, won the Super Bowl because they could have won it this year. There's no reason they should have lost the first round.
Because he
They
threw it
should not.
away.
They should have
threw
at
that
least
game
played the
away.
Rams. They should have at least played.
I
the
had
Rams.
see,
him in the NFC Championship game,
I
and
think
I'm
a
going
lot
to
of
have
people
him in
did.
the game.
That's what I'm saying.
I think a lot of
I
people
mean,
had.
yeah,
I had him.
I honestly thought
mean-
they were going to beat the Rams.
Well, and then the Niners squeaking
was a
by
tough
got
call.
the they caught like
There's
Aaron
no
Rodgers
reason
did
they should have
nothing.
lost to the 49ers.
I was
10
so
points.
I was so surprised at the fact that they did not beat San Fran because San Fran is not that good.
Stupid, man. And that's what really makes me think he gave that game away because he was sitting on the sideline just chilling. You tell me you scored 30 plus points pretty much every game all season.
And all of a sudden you can't score at home.
At 10 points in the
Yeah.
playoffs? Come
Yeah.
on, bro.
You don't even
just
mean,
go back and
at
go,
least-
I don't
I
give a
think-
fuck you guys put in the backup quarterback. I'm not doing this game. Like I would have respected that more than him just like sitting on the sideline going,
Not giving a shit.
yeah. And then getting paid $50 million. Of course, I didn't want Matt Ryan to be the highest paid quarterback this season either. So that's a little bit of bonus, but it's just like, damn.
Matt Ryan ain't doing shit either.
Dude,
Uh,
if I'm in the Atlanta Falcons, those fools
I'd be
got
pissed.
fired years ago, bro. Right?
Oh, no, God. Oh, dude, that was a waste of money. I was like, Matt Ryan has not proved himself.
He never did. And they
No,
paid
he
him
hasn't.
right
And
after.
I'm like, yes.
Gosh.
I was like, why are you paying Matt Ryan? Matt Ryan hasn't done shit.
Because they signed the contract, and Matt Ryan's like, I will go out
he
and be a
was
shitty quarterback
he
for
was a
$48
very
million
good-
this season.
I mean, honestly, I would go out for $48 million, but I mean,
I wouldn't even care how stupid I looked.
I would try, but I would be terrible. But I'd be like, I'm richer than you, bitch.
It just sucks because that's literally 25% of the cap, man.
Mhm.
Like you got to be an all-star, or your team's never going to get anywhere until you leave. Aaron Rodgers at least has the potential to win a Super Bowl, and if he comes back and wins the Super Bowl, I will always think that he lost that Super Bowl on purpose.
But if he doesn't win another Super Bowl,
they definitely wrote the contract out where they could cancel him at some point. I don't really even think he's going to stay there 4 years.
I don't think they let him go. I think he retires.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's got a contract. He's got a big enough contract. He's going to
there's a clause. Oh, there's a clause for sure.
He partied his ass off this whole time. Now he's like, I need some retirement money. So let's sign these contracts, and I'm just going to be done with this. And the thing is, he is good enough to win another Super Bowl. I think he's literally the best he's ever been. And unfortunately, it's just like,
but they're so inconsistent.
Yeah, they need a running back.
I mean, they win their games, but sometimes barely. There's no running game. They shut down the passing game. They struggle.
Yeah.
I mean,
Davante Adams is going to stay on that team until he leaves. So, I mean.
No, I think whenever Aaron Rodgers retires, they lose Davante Adams.
Yeah.
Someone else will pick him up immediately. but it's going to cost a lot of picks and a lot of money.
Did you guys still hear that Gronk might go to the Bills?
No.
You
The
think
the
right,
Giants.
or you don't want to hear that?
I don't want to hear that. The
He scores a
Giants.
touchdown, still hates you.
And then he wins you the Super Bowl. You're not going to be like,
Oh, they ain't winning no Super Bowl.
dude, you're going to be
They
the
ain't
biggest
winning no
Gronk
Super Bowl.
fan after he wins you all the
the
Super
Gi-
Bowls.
Kelsey's going to get him again.
The Giants went 4-13, 3-5 at home, 1-8
Wait, we're done
on
with the Commanders?
Who?
Yeah.
We didn't talk about Wentz or anything.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's do that. So the
I brought it up
change.
earlier and y'all just.
I mean,
Yeah,
I think
no.
it's
So
funny
they
that
make
they-
a change at quarterback. So
yeah.
this because we were talking about like the front office, what is Dan Snyder and
We
company gonna do? So yeah, sorry, I was gonna bring this up, but I forgot to circle back to that. Sorry, Renee.
No, I think that they're going to, I'm not Renee, but I
getting
don't think that,
Carson, getting this change at quarterback.
I don't think it's going to mean anything to him.
If anything, they're going to get worse.
I mean, they're going
They're
to
going
lose.
to be like, it's going to be a tie for the Lions and whatever their names are.
Because they got Mitchell for running back. They got gosh, what's that dude's name? The wide receiver that I like.
Yeah, McLaren.
Yeah,
Gibson's the running back.
He's who?
Gibson's the running back.
I
Mitchell's
thought.
the running back in San Francisco.
Oh, that's who it is. All these red teams, man. They need to pick different.
Red, they'll blend in.
Red and blue.
You know who you are.
Popular
You know who
colors
you
in the NFL. But like, no.
So
Gibson,
it looks like Heineke's time is over.
Who knows? Maybe they'll get better, but I do think McLaren, like, this is I think this previous year was the last year of his rookie contract. So, like, the dude's good. He's good enough to show other teams that he's good enough to go to another team and play with a better quarterback. So, is he going to stay? I don't see why.
Did Washington? Washington did not get a good enough quarterback to keep him to stay.
They didn't have a good enough team.
Renee?
They don't have a good enough team.
Yeah.
The whole team is shit.
I don't know about his stats, like as far as his actual physical stats, but like fancy stats, dude scoring 15 to 20 points a game. That's why waste your career there.
No, he's gonna. If he doesn't leave here, he won't make it out.
He won't.
He's gonna be a Barry Sanders. He's gonna be a Barry Sanders. He's gonna get buried, and then he retire early. Shut the fuck.
I just don't think that mentality exists anymore.
No, I think
players know it's about money.
Yeah, but I also would rather play even for less money somewhere else where I can be guaranteed a chance.
No, 100%.
But my thing is, he needs to leave. That whole team is a issue in its own. And
Dan Snyder himself and that organization.
Dan Snyder just needs to sell the team to somebody actually who gives a shit and actually help them.
That's the answer.
I'm sorry, but shit, dude, fucking 32
quarterbacks?
quarterbacks? Are you fucking kidding me? That shit isn't
it's 30
on
years,
accident.
32 quarterbacks. That's what I'm saying. It's almost a quarterback a year, if not more.
Yeah, you're going through 1 to 2 a year.
It's how the Browns were.
Fuck the Browns. They're the same way. They need absolute fucking help. Like, why are you not taking care of your team?
Do what?
If your quarterback acts like he's the shit, you need to get rid of that motherfucker. Sorry for cussing, but that's the truth.
Well, same thing with the Arizona with Kyler Murray. Get rid of his ass. I'm sorry, but
I think they will.
I think.
So is that it for Washington?
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Another problem team, the Giants. This is Daniel Jones' last hurrah, right? They brought in a new head coach, hired Dabble from Buffalo, our offensive coordinator. So they'll have a new head coach.
So they'll be better. They'll be better, right?
I think they'll be better. I don't know what he can do with Dan Jones. And then because that Barkley-Jones tandem is getting close to the end, man, because it's
Barkley
not
hasn't been good, man, since he got hurt.
Yeah, there's talks about them fielding offers to possibly unload Barkley maybe next offseason.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about that.
Yeah,
Renee. They go with him a whole nother year?
Yeah. You have a new head coach. He's not going to make wholesale changes off right away.
I
He's
know.
going to assess and sees what he has.
Oh, I don't know. I'd be like, you're gone, fuck you.
I mean, you either do it right away or
Are you?
you stick with the players you have, and then when you lose that next year, they're going to cast you out.
Yeah,
I mean, you have rules and guidelines. You still have to
That's
follow
why they have
it.
a
So you
GM,
just
man.
can't. You just can't. Blah blah blah. Over. So, yeah.
I say you sell Barkley high.
Joe Schoen. That's right. Joe Schoen's the Giants GM. He has decisions to make. He used to be in Buffalo.
I have no faith in the Bill. I mean, I have faith in the Bills. In the
I
Giants.
think they're going to be in this rut for a few years. We've seen it even with Eli towards the end of Eli's career, where like they could not get out of their own way.
And they stuck with him for years.
I mean, they want. I want the quarterback that looks like his favorite color is elephant, and stuck with him when they should have
elephant is a
let
cool
him go.
color. I'm thinking about painting my room that color. But no, I know what you're saying, dude. Like, damn.
He like the last 5 years of his career were absolute shit, and they were just like, no, he's a quarterback. Twice.
Twice, not once, twice. You're like, okay.
Dude,
so Tom Brady's 3 worst games are getting beat by a backup quarterback and a man who looks like his favorite color is elephant.
I mean, bro, even on his podcast, he's the lesser. You know what I'm saying? And there was a point where Eli was almost the better brother.
I thought Eli was going to be better than Peyton coming out of college.
He looked like he was, but then if you look down to game mechanics and management and skill, just straight skill, and being able to read the game, Peyton has got him blown out of the water.
And I will say, though, that they both won titles on the same team. And the only reason Peyton has one more is because he switched teams.
Well, I think Elway was like,
and he was hurt that whole season, too.
Well, his neck, after that, his neck surgeries and stuff, he was never the same.
No, you're right. I mean, that comes with, I think Peyton's just more of a personable person.
Well, I mean, if you look at the end of Peyton's career, when he won the Super Bowl, he could barely throw the ball.
Right.
No, that's what I'm saying. 6 games out of that season.
Yes, Osweiler carried that team.
Came in and won that stuff for him. It wasn't until the last game that they really gave him the helm again. That was just more like a, hey, we're throwing you a bone.
Road, yeah, hey. Last game.
Man. Look at Denver. Look at Denver, man.
If you had to
they might be just as bad, but now they got a better quarterback.
Right.
Oh my God.
If you had to predict,
they gave up so much.
Everyone wants to talk about what the Rams gave up for Stafford.
That's what I'm saying. This is going to be a trend. This is going to be a trend right now.
But we didn't give up that much, and Denver gave up way too much for Russell Wilson.
Yeah, first round pick this year, next year, second round pick this year, next year. What, a fourth round and fifth round pick this year?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, to wrap up the Giants.
Plus,
what point is that worth it?
We'll wrap up the Giants real quick. No, it's cool. But
so
they need an offensive line. If they're going to stick with Daniel Jones, they need to support him and build a team around him. Running backs,
but they're not going to.
I would honestly,
if
I was the GM, I'd sell Barkley high this year. See if Jones is worth it.
I don't know if you could sell him high.
I don't think you can.
That's what I'm saying. You pretty much got to sell to a mediocre team and get a draft pick.
But you're going to want draft picks for him anyways. Probably a second, third, or fourth round.
Draft pick.
First round 3 years ago, and he only performed decent.
So you're looking anywhere
that's what I'm saying. It's hard to get
you're looking second, third, fourth round picks now, and then some money on top of that.
They have to run with Barkley. They have.
They're going to, and then they'll blame him for their failures and pitch him off to some team that he may do well for. I don't know, but I just don't think they're going to do it. It feels like the Giants are lazy.
They have no
so that brings
team
me to
dynamics.
This question.
It's just Daniel
they're
Jones.
Just there. Yeah, they're just there. And it's like, okay, well, just because you're there, it doesn't mean you're going to win the game. So why don't you try?
Right. They finished fourth for the third time in 5 years. They failed to make the playoffs since 2016. Do you foresee any situation in 2022 that they can buck either one of those trends?
No.
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 Fourth again?
Yeah.
Well, I've been watching like what I was like showing you Brett yesterday, like the
Right.
13 minutes of sacks for the Rams for the season.
They
4 or 5 of
crushed
those were from the
the
Giants game.
Giants, man.
Homeboy can't run. He has no wariness in the pocket. Their offensive line is shit. Like they had
Mm,
people
Their
running
defense is
2,
pretty
3.
shit.
bad.
They
Well,
have
like
no
if you
wide
look at their
receivers.
offensive line, like fucking you had Aaron Donald, freaking everyone busting through the seams. Like it looked like it was a floodgate that had opened, and this poor guy is just like hiding, like fearing for his life. Like it's sad, and it's like, dude, there used to be a time when the Giants were good, and that would have never happened.
Mm-hmm.
At least you were like semi scared of them, right? Like you didn't
Yeah,
think
and
they
it's
were
just
a
they
pushover.
were, but
They
now
had
it's like,
great
oh, we
players
got the
in the
Giants.
history.
Like
But-
Great Lawrence Taylor.
and I really did think after they got rid of, after Eli retired, I did think they were going to be able to rebuild and get somewhere, but they just floundered.
This rebuild is not going good.
And Evan
honestly, I
Ingram
don't
might go to
even-
another team as a slot receiver.
You know, it's like they started struggling when what's his name?
I forgot what team it was. I just read
Cruz.
the article a second ago.
Cruz left.
Oh,
OBJ left. They lost a lot of their dimensional stuff. Like
Well,
they
OBJ did a
lost
little
Eli.
for him, man. He's doing way better than he ever did. Like
Dude,
straight up, he really
love
showcased
how,
his talent.
dude, I know Matty started throwing the ball around and he was getting it, or only OBJ can get it. And it showed the world that, dude, OBJ still fucking has that shit. And it makes me so happy because the shit that man has gone through with the Browns and stuff, that he's still good. Like, he's still great. He's a
still
great
very
receiver.
good, yeah.
And I think at some point, if he continues, he will get that gold jacket.
I mean, I don't know, yes or no on that. I just because
I
honestly,
don't feel it won't be first time ballot. It'll be
I literally
like a
did
third
talk
or
a
fourth
lot of trash about him his whole career off that one catch. He got the Madden cover off that one catch.
Yeah.
That man has some big hands, though.
But you know what I'm saying?
Speaking of the deals,
that happened. Then he went to the
this
Browns
up.
and they screwed him. They paid him a lot.
But
he
they
got
absolutely.
money.
But the fact that he was more mad at how the team was performing.
Once
Not
he
that,
went to the
he
Rams, you
wants
could
the
really
ball.
see, oh, he has a decent quarterback to throw him the ball. So, like, you can see his skill. And,
it also helps
I will
to be
say
around
now,
other receivers to have that same caliber.
it does. It does take,
To free up and give you that chance.
Yeah, if you're the best wide receiver, of course you're going to get double teamed, man. But I will say now, as far as the way I think now, I'm glad he won a ring. He deserves it. He's a good cat.
Yeah.
And he's very humble. He's not really like,
dude, you don't hear
he really isn't
bad
like a douchebag
about
like,
him.
I don't know if I can say that, but like,
not as much as you would assume.
He's a good guy, man.
He's showboaty, but he's not a complete asshole.
Showboaty comes with a level of skill, man. If you're good, of course you're gonna have a little bit of showboat. But I really do think he deserved it, and he is a legitimate dude.
As far as we're concerned, as well. Speaking of OBJ, mutual interest to resign to avoid free agency.
The Rams, scared for your team, dude. I don't know how they're gonna hold it down.
They're not gonna tag him.
No one's getting tagged for the Rams.
They're going to work out a deal with OBJ.
With everybody else, they're going to have to lose somebody.
No, I don't think. I mean, unless we cut like the third and fourth stringers, man.
Yeah, a couple. Yeah.
Okay, so even if Cup wins another Super Bowl with them this year, they're going to have to pay him huge next year.
Well, no, we know that,
but
there's
$20 million more in the cap.
Yeah, so we'll probably
2022.
I think the cap's going to disappear, man, with all this stuff that's happening with baseball.
They're just going to let him go.
I think that it's. I think
it's worth it to keep OBJ in Los Angeles. It helps Cooper Kupp and it helps Robert Woods. Our third and fourth stringers aren't terrible either.
I know, but you can only keep so many people.
No, I know, but I think we'll keep who we need for now.
I mean, obviously you want Aaron Donald, but I mean, he wants a lot.
He's actually there, and no, it's not even close to what you're saying. They're in talks with Aaron Donald for a multi-year extension.
Okay.
But I don't think it's going to be as high as what you're saying it was.
I just, man,
I
I
think
think
he'll
they have a
take the
good
pay
enough
cut.
team where they could win multiple years if everybody just stuck on that team.
But the thing is, like, we haven't lost anybody yet.
That's what I
No
know.
one.
I know.
But I think, like I said, like we talked about with the first of the NFC West, there is going to be a lot of restructuring
Yeah.
with a lot of people. Not just Aaron Donald, not just Matty Stafford, not OBJ. Just it's going to be a complete. If you're in this, if you're in for the long haul, you will restructure. If you don't, then we're gonna figure something out.
I
You're
know.
not exactly gone, but
I
you're
think they
gonna be
got Von
gone.
Miller at least another year.
Yeah.
What's that
Well,
cat's
that's if he
name?
stays.
Whitworth.
Whitworth, he
Wentworth,
might.
Yeah.
Whitworth,
But
or
or
yeah.
he's
offensive lineman.
coaching. He's coaching now. He
No,
took a
that's
job.
Weddle. No, that's Weddle.
Is it Weddle?
Yeah,
Okay.
that was Weddle. Yeah, he immediately re-retired.
Oh fuck, man! You won the
Right.
Super Bowl. I mean, what else do you need to
It
do,
was
bro?
brought
You
him out
came
of
back.
retirement. He was retired for what, 2 or 3 years,
Yeah,
and they
but
brought him back.
the Wentworth guy, man, he's in his like close to 40, right?
He is 40.
He is 40. Dude's beast, bro. The dude.
Oh
You
man,
could knock me out one
dude.
punch for sure, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, and he
Those
is the
cats are
sweetest
big
human being.
motherfuckers.
He is so
Like,
sweet. You hear him talk,
Oh
he's the
yeah.
nicest
no,
person.
I've
I'm
seen
like,
the interviews, and that's what I
I'm
like.
like, dude, I'm like, you look like you would kill me.
Yeah.
And he's like, hello. And I'm like, okay.
I like teams that are humble, man. The humble cats always deserve a win, dude.
Oh,
That-
agreed.
That's
my
like when
opinion.
I was talking to Brett about, like, so I was going over some Ram stuff, and it starts with McVay, and then it starts with Les Snead.
Yeah.
You don't hear much from Kroenke. Obviously, your owner, your GM takes care of all that shit for you.
That's why you hired him.
You see our GM interacting with their players and their families, his wife
Yeah.
as well, and then your coach listening to him, like, hey, go again, we go. Everyone is feeding into it. Kroenke is just waiting for, results.
No, I
But
feel
watching
you
the
that.
GM, watching the head coach, watching your coordinators get involved, and the whole team starts to thrive.
Definitely.
This is probably the most joined team that I've seen the Rams have, and it's so exciting because it's nice to see that it's a whole team effort. It's not.
It's a family, not just a team.
Yes, and
You know what I'm
everybody's
saying?
together, and everybody like
That really
even
does mean a lot.
after the Super Bowl, they're in groups.
Yeah.
Freaking, you don't see that very
You
often
don't.
with other teams.
No, you don't.
And
it's all
that's
about
why
money.
and it's so refreshing to see like them together. They're bonding. Like freaking Matty Stafford and Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
This is why that combination worked. They went to work the day he got, like a couple days after Stafford got to LA. Cooper Kupp was like, "Hey, you want to go practice?" To bond, to get to know each other, how you guys move. But that whole team does that though.
Yeah.
Right.
At the
I
end of the
think
day,
a lot of other teams would probably benefit from something like that.
Definitely.
And there's
And
a
stop
couple
playing
teams.
as individuals. You got 22 great
Yeah.
people on the field, but
Yeah.
you play like individuals, you're gonna go to shit. And a lot of these teams,
Definitely.
are just there's no cohesiveness.
Right. And a couple
There's no
teams that are
bond.
trying to do that now, making big deal trade. What's your thought on Russell Wilson going to Denver? What do you think? What's your implications of what you think that means Seattle's going through and what Denver's looking at?
As far as Seattle goes, I had Arizona going at the straight to the bottom.
Gosh.
It's gonna be, I think.
Seattle just went for a full rebuild. They were like, we're not winning for a couple of years.
Dude.
No, yeah,
It's
they're
time to get
long
our
haul,
rebuild
but
on.
I think those two are going to be at the bottom end of the NFC West for a while. And yeah, it's going to be frustrating for their fan base, but they're going to have to build. But that's what builds character, getting your ass kicked.
No, you're right.
Winning close games.
But you called the Brett Pete Carroll Russell was going to leave this year, and Russell
I
left.
did say that Russell's gone. Now, here's the other thing, though.
If this rebuild fails, do they get rid of Pete Carroll?
Is Pete Carroll is Pete
you
Carroll
gave,
going to rebuild?
you gave him every
Pete
opportunity
Carroll
to build a
is
new
going to
team for here.
oversee a rebuild.
He's had several good teams over the last however long. One ring.
Is he about a rebuild? He doesn't
He is.
build
I don't.
teams.
He has to
You
at
can
least
trace
make
them.
the playoffs this season for them not to let him go.
Well, I
What's
would say even
your
if it does fail and they still keep him, they're not going to get anything new because it's going to be the same
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I'm saying. At this point, like we gave you a whole new team. We sacrificed our quarterback that we literally never even said anything bad about for a decade.
mhm.
We gave him up. We got all these new picks, and you
So
I
can do
think
anything with it.
from oh wait, sorry,
I feel bad for Russell, man, because it's just like,
they tossed him aside. They literally went, they saw a
yes,
bunch of this and went
yeah,
out the door.
You would have thought Russell
he's
Wilson had to approve it.
He
no.
did. He
You
did.
think
He did
so?
have to. Yeah, he did. No,
Yeah,
because
he
he
has a
has a
no
clause
trade
in
clause.
his, no trade clause.
How much
That's
money
why.
did he get though for that trade?
I
It's a
don't know. I
trade
didn't.
he's on. It's his current contract. You're trading
So what
for
does
the
he
current
think that?
contract.
So what does he think that his time in the NFL is like pretty much coming to an end because
I
he went
think
to a
Probably.
the
lesser
time
I
in
think.
team?
I
Seattle,
think
the time in
that's what.
Seattle,
But the thing is,
that
Denver
chapter's
shit.
over.
Denver
That's what I'm
shit.
saying. Denver
We
shit.
went from a somewhat good Seattle team to nothing.
That's what I'm saying.
This is the next part of my question.
And then all the good
Denver
players on
getting
Denver pretty much
Russell
left
Wilson.
for
What does
Russell
that
Right?
say?
Wilson.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
It's like you basically starting over from the beginning. You got Melvin Gordon, who's pretty much phasing out of his career.
Right, because
Dude,
he's
he
The
been
was
cat
there
has
so
never
not
that.
been
long.
good
He
since
was.
he left the Chargers.
He was
I was like, he was
exciting.
never that good to
He was
begin with.
exciting.
Well, because Philly Rivers was a legendary quarterback. I don't care what anybody says. The dude was good. He never got the ring. I feel bad for him. But anyway, no matter what anybody says, he'll always go down in my head as one of the good quarterbacks.
You
But
never heard
that's just
nothing bad
because
from him either, too.
I started watching football like right at that time where he was like putting on the
Oh.
heat. Um,
I think the Chargers wasted their time trading Drew Brees. They could have had a ring by now with Drew Brees, but they
I
went,
don't know
oh,
if Drew Brees is
sparkly, brand
okay.
new Phillip Rivers. Guess what we're gonna do? Trade
they,
fucking
they
Brees.
switched. They got drafted the same year, didn't they?
No,
And they switched.
nope,
No.
no. Drew Brees got drafted by San Diego. That's where he started,
Yeah.
and
No,
then
he
they
never
traded him to
played
the
though.
Saints.
There, right? Oh no, he did. He played there
Yes,
that
yeah,
first year.
yeah.
That's when he beat.
No, he played for a few years in San Diego until
Yeah,
Rivers got
that's why
drafted.
he's like one of the 4 quarterbacks that's beaten every team.
Mhm.
Right.
And I traded him to the
I think
Saints.
Drew Brees is a shit, man.
Oh,
You
I
don't
love
have
Drew Brees,
you
man.
don't have to
Tiny little
sway
quarterback,
me
dude.
on Drew Brees,
Yeah.
dude.
I
Like
love
the
me some
cat's
Drew.
good,
Dude,
man, and
he's
I
so
like that
tiny.
he's real. He's a family man too.
Mhm.
Like
Right.
I'll say this again and again and again on this show. Like I like people that are humble and down to earth, man. Those are the people that deserve to win. Straight up.
How about the Washington trade?
Oh, when?
We're done with
What?
Russell Wilson.
Are we done with Russell Wilson? Like, what do you
I'm
think he
over
does
him.
for Denver? Like, does
I
Denver?
just
He's
feel like
gonna take
Denver
a
just
lot
pretty
of.
much said,
He's gonna take a
sorry,
lot
Ray.
of sacks against the Rams because he left the NFC West and he's still gonna play the NFC West. So
Yeah. I
Aaron
just don't know
Donald
what
says
he's
hello.
doing. I don't know why it
I
benefit
think.
him.
I
Like,
mean,
what did
does he
he get
think?
out of that?
Does he think he can like
Go to a shittier
win
team and
and
then
win a
like
Super
somehow
Bowl?
Right.
win the Super Bowl? Look,
This
you're
is
not
what
paying Manning, bro. Like, let's reel this
No,
back
right,
in.
and that's the thing too is like what we talked about when the last time I was on. The
Yeah, I'm very
move the
disappointed in
Rams
this last
made.
week.
Well, no, I'm sorry. I was so tired.
I cried off
I
scene.
you play a little violin for you or
Yeah, I
something.
did.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't. So,
Oh, I did. That's
but
what
like
matters
that's
to me.
like fuck you up. Like just because what the Rams did worked for the Rams doesn't mean it's gonna work for the next
I
team.
know, you're right. Yeah, that's what I
And
feel like everybody's
watching
doing.
I think this is one of the bigger examples of what we're going to see. Does it pay off? Because
It's
if the
not.
Broncos go
Not
to
that
shit and
aspect.
Seattle goes to shit, which I'm thinking both teams tank.
I just
Oh,
feel like the Rams had a better team, and they sacrificed. They sacrificed a lot, but they had a better team to go in towards the sacrifice. You know, they had those players established. Like
yeah, and
who's a
we have
name on Denver that you really know? Exactly. You know
I
what I'm
can name
saying? Like
other past Denver
at
people,
least
but
the Rams had made it to the playoffs. They made it pretty much to the Super Bowl, right? They made it to the Super Bowl 2 years before that.
Yes, when we lost to the Patriots.
Yeah, but I
mean, but that also like I said earlier, comes from your front office, man.
yeah, I know.
Elway, it's just you're buying old used quarterbacks
Right?
that are lasting for 2 seasons,
What are
and
you
then you go
thinking? Are
back
you
to
like,
Terry, and I'm
yeah,
just like, okay, so yeah, that's great, wonderful, temporary fix.
yeah,
They retire, and then you're fucked. I'm sorry,
for
but I mean,
real,
yeah,
yo.
we got Matty Stafford, but we have at least another 4 or 5 years left in Matty right now.
And Denver's fucked for the next like 2 years.
Oh,
I mean,
but
they're not gonna get a
I'm
decent
like,
pick
I
until
look,
like
dude, look.
2024
Hold on, let me see here.
because they gave up picks for 2022 and 2023.
Hold on, let me
So
pull this
if
up.
you're looking,
Let me see. Okay. Seahawks receive two first round picks, 2 second-round picks, 5th round pick, Drew Lock, Shelby Harris, Noah Fant. Broncos receive Russell Wilson and a 4th round draft pick.
That's a
Talk
lot,
about sucking
man.
yourself into obscurity.
there had to
Because
be
this
money
doesn't work.
exchanged in the background to that. Because
What?
if that was
Holy
like a
shit!
straight
You have
pick,
given
like
up 2 years. I mean, the Rams did too, but we didn't give up that much.
yeah, but you won the Super Bowl. There's no way they're winning the Super Bowl with that
No,
team
fuck
this
no.
year.
Because there
No,
can't
I
be a
no.
mean,
lot
your
of
team has the
cap.
potential to win the Super Bowl again. You're for sure making the playoffs again if you keep everybody. And there's no way that Denver's even getting close.
No,
What?
they're
It's
not.
just
They'll be 3rd
nostalgia.
or 4th.
Your fan base is gonna say, "Cool, we got Russell Wilson." Like that's it.
I don't know what the motive. It seems very strange.
John Elway needs. I mean, he's a great,
I don't know
legendary
who did
quarterback,
this
but
deal.
it's John Elway. You damn well know it was John Elway.
Russell had to get paid a
But
little
he
bit
has
extra
not. Russell
somewhere.
has
There's
nothing
no
there.
way
Russell
he
has
didn't.
nothing there. There's nothing in Denver, man. Okay, they have a hot running back.
Maybe he just got tired of being in Seattle. Maybe he's just done with it.
I don't think that's the
He
case.
wasn't going anywhere in Seattle. But
Well,
what, you
they've been
retire or
shit for
just keep
years.
going?
And they cut Bobby Wagner, so everybody is
Yeah.
on the dough. Where's Bobby Wagner going?
So
I'll take him in Buffalo.
So I want him in LA.
Dude, of course.
It'll be all nice and friendly in their defense.
Right. We touched a bit on the Aaron Rodgers contract.
Dude.
So, for 4 years,
gosh.
200
I hate
mil.
that, man. That dude played that team so hard.
And they still signed it. They still said, hey,
He's the
here's
big
the contract.
But who's
So is that all
the
a
backup?
bit? Is all that a
his
bit,
bitch.
or what's going
Oh,
on?
dude, yeah, he goes. I own Chicago. He also owns Green Bay too.
He's like, yo, I'm gonna literally sit on the bench and just lose the playoff game, not even care.
Okay, so Green Bay still has Aaron Rodgers. They franchise tagged Devontae Adams, which is something I said this was going to happen.
That's disrespectful, man. Franchise tag means
no, because they're not going to hold on to him much longer. That's the problem.
I know. He's pretty much going to stay around until Aaron Rodgers leaves.
I know, but we don't know when.
It's Aaron Rodgers.
When Aaron Rodgers is going to retire.
So,
does he play all 4 years? Do you think he's going to play all 4 years?
I
don't
think
think so either.
two, maybe 3-ish. But we don't know what's going to happen in the next coming seasons, bar injury or something else.
You're right.
Devontae Adams signing a new deal?
No.
I think that he'll play for 2 years for sure. If he doesn't win a Super Bowl, he's gone.
Yeah.
So this year, you don't think Devontae Adams and Green Bay work out a deal?
If they win the Super Bowl this year, he's never going to sign a new contract with them.
No, he's gonna push it off. He's gonna push it until he's ready to leave.
I guess
you expect next year Green Bay
I give him
franchise tag.
I give him as long as about 2 years. I give him 2 years and he's gone.
Franchise for 1 year.
No,
2
you
years?
can franchise.
You can
2 years
twice.
in a row.
You can do 2 years
They'll
in a row.
do a 2-year franchise tag, and then if they're Aaron Rodgers will disappear by then. He'll retire, and so will Devontae Adams. Because Devontae Adams he doesn't want to play for another quarterback.
Well, guess what? Welcome to the NFL. You're going to play for a different quarterback.
I mean,
because somebody will go, hey, here's money.
But why
and you'll
waste
go,
your career?
Okay.
Why fucking sit there and go, no, I don't want to play with anybody else but Aaron Rodgers. That's kind of fucking selfish. I mean.
Yeah, I don't think Devontae Adams ain't that kind of, nah.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see.
Right.
I give it, let's say 2 years.
I think they'll both get two more years. Maybe he'll get another year.
I think even if he decides to leave Green Bay after 2 years, the amount of money and picks you're going to give up for him.
Yeah, you're right. He's always going to be.
He's still in his prime, so like in 2
He's
years,
he's
he's
still
still going to be good.
Yeah, but
that's
free agency.
a big it's going to cost too much.
Juju Smith is free agent this year. What do you think he's going to go?
I'd say probably I think somewhere like Philadelphia would not be terrible.
He's good, man.
I don't think he would be a good fit for Jalen. I could also see him in Atlanta.
Dude, that's where players go to die until Matt Ryan leaves.
Well, Tony Gonzalez is probably the only exception out of that conversation right there.
But Tony Gonzalez was phasing out of his career.
Yeah, but he's still the greatest tight end ever. Fuck Gronk.
I'm not going to argue with you about that at all. He is no
but,
doubt.
I said he didn't die though.
He's a very sharp dresser, man. That dude's got the best.
Oh, dude, freaking clean as fuck, man.
Every time I see that cat, I'm like, damn, bro. If I dress like you, I could slay it.
I'll be your wingman.
Yeah,
I'll dress like that too, dude. I'll wear it. If I start pulling him, I'm like, I'm sorry that this didn't go that way.
that guy in the suit.
Right here, right there.
But no, man, I don't think Atlanta's a good team to go to, man. If you're a serious football player.
Well, could you see him somewhere as far as
Chicago?
Honestly, I think he'll go to Dallas.
He would. I could see him being a good fit for Dak as well. But
Dallas.
What about
I think they could definitely boost their team. That would be a solid. That'd probably almost be the best wide receiving core.
What about the Bucks?
Detroit?
No.
Detroit, I would not go. The Bucks, yes. Mike Evans still got plenty more years, but
I don't like this. Kansas City?
No.
Please no.
I don't think so.
I don't.
Kansas City has got their niche. I don't think they're gonna let to.
Okay, I'm gonna Britt.
Pringle definitely took off this year. They're not gonna add.
Britt, if you're so concerned with Kansas City, just beat them.
Honestly, I would say go to the Bills.
Stay in Pittsburgh.
That would be a good second to Diggs.
I think they need to worry about an inside linebacker tracking Kelsey.
Well, Klein's gone.
That's not my problem. No, if you didn't track Kelsey, I'd get rid of your ass too. So.
Oh, you're nice to him. He did good service to us.
He still didn't cover Kelsey. Wide open down the middle of the field, but hey, let's fuck this up and be upset.
That has to do with coaching staff too. Why don't?
But my thing is too. You can
the
read.
Last play of the game.
That should have been common sense,
right? Yes, it's easy to be a Monday morning coach, but it's just come on.
Yeah,
it's just common sense. You should.
It's why didn't you double team Cup?
They did. That was the problem.
They
They tried.
They had double. Well, yeah, they tried, and then that was.
It looked like they single coverage them by the time
they gave up at the end, and then at the end, the offense stopped double teaming Aaron Donald, and then it just everything started just falling apart. But my thing is, Matty Stafford, they're in that Super Bowl, dude. He forced that ball to Cooper Kupp a few times, and those were fucking bullets.
But he's always been able to throw like that.
Dude, he's dimes. I was watching some of the highlights yesterday. Dimes. Receiver turns, ball's in his hands. Receiver turns, ball getting where his receiver gets. And they go, well, he just got lucky. No, he has a good team to play with, and the whole team is good.
Well, Kupp's got really good stamina, and eventually running backwards is going to get you a little more tired than running forwards.
And it's fucking nuts. So, if you look at Cooper Kupp's stats for the combine, we're not great.
No
but Les Snead watched him and goes, I want him. And we went and got him. Mm-hmm. The last thing that Jeff Fisher did really good for us, they got us Higbee and Aaron Donald.
No, yeah, for sure.
You
don't got to sway me on Cooper Kupp.
Dude, man.
I've been tossing that dude's name for years. But
I've been this next season though. We will
I
have
think
Woods
he needs
back.
to get paid, man. I think that dude deserves to get paid.
He will. I
But
think
that's the
it'll
dude.
be in due time. Like he said, like much like I said, very humble, very
That's what I'm
calm,
saying.
very
He's a Tom Brady kind of cat. He'll take a pay cut to be on a team that's going to give him those rings.
If we're gonna win, I take a pay cut too. Like honestly,
You're going to
it's
get
not about the money.
endorsements.
Yeah, you get plenty of money, but
That's
the
what
thing
I'm
is,
saying. Money at that point.
money
it
isn't
really
everything.
is
Now this is for the love of the sport.
Right.
At this
no,
point,
that's
like
for
you're
getting those
straight
rings.
up.
Yeah. So when you're
Yeah,
60
you want
years
that ring?
old, you're still going to be a millionaire.
So
Yeah, man.
overall,
Now you got more than one ring.
so overall, what have you thought about the off seasons going on right now and building for 22?
Mine is still
A
partying.
little bit of shocking.
We still partying over
Oh
here.
yeah, you're still.
I think that
There's some moving and shaking. The
It's
NFL's
yeah.
figuring it
but
out
like,
a way. They're staying
like-
relevant 24/7, 365.
well, this is like what I was telling Donnie when you're doing whatever you're doing. We're gonna see now these teams that go, oh, it worked for the Rams. We're gonna do that too, aka Denver is going to be the biggest example after the Rams to see how this goes because I think this goes absolutely terribly wrong and Russell
I
Wilson
think it goes
retires.
bad for both of them too.
Oh no, they're both going
Seattle-
to tank. They're both going to go down, but it's how bad does this go?
Yeah.
And what for?
I don't know why they did that.
I
Just a
don't
rebuild,
why.
Like
There has to be back behind the scenes stuff that's going on that we don't see.
doesn't
because
make sense.
otherwise-
That
we
is
don't know
a
the whole
massive
plan,
lie.
what their whole idea.
How do
Otherwise,
you
why?
give up almost 3 years of draft picks
and you're a
for
failing
one
team.
person? And
Like-
you're not
you're
winning
already on
anything.
the downtick.
Yeah.
So now you're going to.
If anything,
This is
Drew
what I'm
Lock
saying.
feels like he lucked out, man. He's like, I'm still playing in the NFL and I'm on a better team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you
But-
happy if you're Wentz?
Wentz
I don't
has
know.
never impressed me.
He's not that. He was not
That
the number
injury,
2
I don't
pick.
know if it was like
And-
really like a substantial injury that really messed up his game, but he
No,
was
but are you
balling
happy
out
if you're
right before
him?
that
Are
injury.
you happy to be out of Indy?
No way. They almost made it to the playoffs.
And it was like, but look how fast Indy got rid of him, though.
Because they knew that they needed somebody better at the helm. I mean,
They're not gonna
Taylor
get
is
a-
obviously going to be a decent running back for
I
years
mean,
to
yeah,
come.
but I mean, you're not gonna get another Manning. You're not gonna get another Luck.
Luck wasn't even that good.
He was, but
For a
he had no
second,
no, but
2
he
years,
had no
maybe.
offensive line. He literally had
Luck
no
was
offensive
really good.
line.
Well,
That's why
his
he
Didn't
ended up
have the
injuries,
retiring.
accolades. He wasn't able
stacked
to
up.
get the accolades.
Yeah, well, when you have no offensive line, how are you supposed to stay healthy? You're
You're
picking
right.
yourself up every game,
You're right.
multiple
You're right.
times.
We say the same thing about Bo Jackson, and everybody agrees. If he had
Well,
a
he
right
didn't get
full
Lamb.
career, he would have been the greatest running back in the history of the NFL. I'm not saying Andrew Luck, if he had a fine career, he would
No,
have
he would
ended
have had
up
a damn
being
good shot to be a great
the
quarterback.
best
I
quarterback
felt he
ever.
fell out
But
faster than he
he
should
would
have.
have been a really, really,
No, well, his
really
injuries,
freaking
man.
good quarterback.
It's hard to be relevant when
But
you can't
yes.
play.
I
He
just
did
think
not
that
reach
the way
his
the NFL's
potential.
based is like you can't. It's hard to build a team.
Because
You
you
know what I'm
can't get
saying?
hurt. Because once somebody gets hurt, they
Realistically,
always play.
if I'm the GM, you
If you
build a
ain't got
strong
time.
defense first, then you build a strong offensive line, and you fill in those skill players.
Yeah, but you only have a window, man. You only
That's
have
what
a
I'm saying.
window
It's
to
easy
build
for me to
this
say
team.
that because I'm not
You-
getting like this dude
you got
behind me breathing on my neck
3
saying, "Why aren't you
years.
producing?" You know. But realistically, longevity is what wins game. It wins multiple seasons. You know,
Right.
it's having that. It's not having the fear of getting fired. You know,
So
strong
what do you think
defense.
about the Finns tagging just lucky their tight end? Very injury prone, just like what you're talking about.
They're
Health
holding
is
on to what
good.
they can,
Why
dude.
would you
Boom. I'm gonna
what do
agree
you
with
think
Renee,
about
man.
that
They're just
franchise tag?
No, they're
Why
holding
not?
why
on
get
to
rid
what
of your
they
head
can.
coach like they did?
Yeah.
Why do a
Oh,
lot
they
of things?
fucked him over.
Oh, I
Oh my
can't
god, they
believe they
fucked him
fired him.
over.
You know,
Dude.
You
You
go,
from-
you
go
start
from like
1-7
here's-
to fucking
yeah.
almost going into the playoffs, but we're gonna
on
fire
a
you.
shitty ass team. Like they're not
And
even like
somehow,
they're like good. They're
still
like
almost
nobody
got
feared
to
the
playoffs.
Dolphins. They were a
I'm like,
joke.
how?
And then
I'm
they
like,
get
how
fired.
the fuck do you fire his ass?
I don't know.
I was just
That was
like,
just some
are you?
petty ass bullshit.
I was like, what the
Full
fuck?
in-house petty bullshit.
Yeah. When I heard
But-
they fired him, I went, "What?"
I think he's in Pittsburgh now.
under Tomlin.
Yep, under Tomlin.
Huh.
They go, well, this is controversial. Well, fuck,
Pittsburgh
you
in
fired.
general, man. They're going to be years of rebuilding.
Hey,
God.
he got fired up because working
But-
under Tomlin is better than being the head coach for the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd rather take it. Fuck him.
Yeah, I'd rather
But
be
I
I'd rather
think-
be a Steelers.
Well, but if you
coach
look,
than
if you look at the
Rams.
Steelers though, like over the
Rams.
years, like how long was it before Big Ben that we had a good quarterback?
What is it, Bradshaw?
Bradshaw,
Yeah, Bradshaw would be the last one.
and even his greatness.
Because
is
Cordell
debated.
Stewart was going to be the hot thing, and he
I
was
remember
absolute
Cordell
dog
Stewart.
shit.
I had a Cordell Stewart shirt,
But I think he had mental health
reversible
issues.
starter jersey.
That's old
But-
school, Brett. Reversible. They don't even do that shit. They're like, you got to buy 2 jerseys now.
I mean, I'd rather have 2 than 1.
Yeah.
That's
Well, you're
fair,
not 5
too.
years old either.
Right? Yeah.
I didn't have an NFL jersey until I fucking bought one this last year.
I don't even have one. Trust me. I look at the
I have
prices. I'm like,
4.
do I like that team
Dude, no,
that much?
no, hold on. I got you. That's Brit.
Yeah.
Right.
I just bought, well, I have this one. I paid $60 for this one. I bought 2 other Rams jerseys. I have Torrey Holt and Adam Archuleta. I bought them. I found out I can fit into a boy's extra large jersey. So I have Adam
Football
Archuleta
jerseys are just so
and
big.
Torrey
dude.
Holt. Ryan's got one coming in. Actually, 2 coming in. Isaac Bruce and Matty Stafford.
Nice.
Hell, I'm gonna see if I can grab these real quick.
Dude, the attire that Ryan was wearing the other day with the get up with his overalls and shit like
Oh,
that.
Oh,
I
his
was like,
fucking snow bibs? Yeah.
I was like, damn, man, those look cool as fuck. Oh, I can't wait for my nephews to get older so I can buy a pair of overalls.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
Well,
here
she's
we
doing
go.
that. Of course, shout
Oh,
out
nope.
the thumbnail. I Talk MU made the thumbnail. That
Look at that
background. I
shit.
appreciate you. The intro. was
These are the
made-
old
See, those are
school ones,
classic
too.
colors. I like that,
Yeah,
man.
this
That's
is
like
This
silver
is
St. Louis
fox.
colors
St.
right
Louis.
there.
This is St. Louis, and
Thank
it's like
you
the
for your
old,
contribution.
Yeah.
it's old style fucking. So I got Torrey Holt.
Because the only
One of
time
the best
football
wide
ever got
receivers
put
ever.
on was when St. Louis played at my house.
And then I got,
Yeah.
Adam Archuleta.
Dude. He
Dude,
was
I
a
love me.
beast, man.
oh man.
I was a big fan of him.
And then the jersey Ryan's getting for Isaac Bruce matches these 2.
Nice.
And then we have
That's
matching
old school
ones
jerseys,
with
too.
the other ones. And then
That's like a Christmas photo right there.
All right.
and then the Super Bowl Matty Stafford is the black one with the blue numbers, and then the Cooper Cup one is the home.
Okay. Nice.
So I'm like, oh, all right, sure. I got these both for like less than $20 a piece.
Nice.
I was like, dude,
Just
eBay.
gotta search, man. Just
Dude, eBay.
search.
I know that they got those. They got that one in the mall, the North Star Mall at my house. Fuck, man, I hate going to the mall.
Dude, fucking eBay. That's where I
Right.
get them.
Straight
Well,
up.
I think that wraps up the NFC East. A little bit of news of what's been going on. Hopefully in the future we'll just do another show on just these deals going on, so we can dive into some of these deals because, dude, these are some
Can we
deals to
please
talk
sit back
about.
on after the end of the season and say how shit these were, even though we already knew shit they were?
Dude.
USFL.
Oh, we
Darn.
have
That shit's coming
too.
up, dude. There's a
Coming
lot
I
of.
know.
soon, yo.
Then we got, of course, we'll be covering. We'll be here all throughout that time until kickoff for the next season. So once again, Renee, thank you. Donnie, thank you.
Thank you,
Everybody
Brett.
out
Thank you
there.
guys. Appreciate
Thank
you
you for
guys. Y'all
joining
stay
us.
safe out there.
Yes, sir. Thank you for joining us here on FTB Sports Through the Table. And we will see y'all next week. Take care.